In this quick tip, I'm going to troubleshoot a MIDI problem that new users to Logic might experience when working with sustained notes in MIDI. Now, I've gone ahead and built a very simple looping pattern. It's about 8 measures long. I'll just play it for you now. So that's basically what I got put together, and you'll notice that one of the more prominent parts of this arrangement is this nice trance chord pad that I've got going on in the background. So, as any Logic user knows, double clicking on anywhere in the timeline will allow you to play from that point forward. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the third measure here and double click and start playing from the third measure. It doesn't take long to see that we have a problem with our playback because we're not hearing our synth pad anymore. This all boils down to a very simple setting called chase. You can customize the chase settings by going to the settings menu, going to MIDI, and our third tab over is chase. What chase does is allows Logic to look backwards in the timeline and see if there are any MIDI notes that are sustaining, pitch changes, any sort of aftertouch, anything that can be sent MIDI that would be still affecting tone at the point when you drop in your playhead. And by looking at this window, we can see that the notes are not being chased. Therefore, if there are any notes that are sustaining, when you drop your playhead in, they will not be picked up. Well, we can't have that, so let's go ahead and select notes to be chased. Now, all notes that happen before our playhead, if they are still sustaining when we begin playback, will get chased and playback as well. We also want to make sure that we chase notes on cycle jump, especially when you're dealing with loop-based music, because we have a cycled region set up. When our playback hits the end of this loop and jumps back, if this option is not connected, we won't get chase on our cycle jump. So now, let's go ahead and close that out, and let's try again. I'm going to double click on the third measure, and let's see if we hear our pad. And there it is. Hopefully you'll find this tip helpful if you've experienced any sort of similar problems with MIDI playback in Logic Pro.